Okay, Tom, coming into the yard, first thing we're going to do is we're going to take out these bricks. Okay, we're going to bring the level of the excavation to come around the box. If I can, I'll just drop it a little bit, but we'll make it like a little small mound. It'll look really clean, and we'll start blending it into the landscape upward as we go. We're going to take down all the dirt, the entire yard, down 4 inches. So from here down, it's going to go down 4 inches. From there, up there to concrete, we probably got a couple inches down right there. It's only going to go down about 2 inches more to have a 4-inch excavation across the entire yard. All the sprinklers, right there, and everyone thereafter, we're going to cap them. The way that we're going to cap them is we're going to run a water test to this sprinkler node right here. So all these originate from, we're going to turn it on, we're going to see which ones pop up and cap the ones that you no longer need. We'll cap it right there so it looks clean, and we'll take out the PVC out of your yard so there's not an active dripping, potentially hazardous, not now, but maybe 15 years down the road, pipe with water in it that'll collapse all the work that we intend to do here. Around the parameters, every single place that you got, going up there around the corner, coming around here, we're going to give you a free flex border. The flex border is not going to be something that you're going to notice. It's just going to hold in all the base work that we compact. Okay, so once you get the flex border in, that'll be in the dirt. We're going to spread weed fabric and double overlap it, not double it, but just overlap it by 2 feet so there's no cracks for the weeds to grow through. Because you got a lot of weeds here and probably a lot of seeds left over, so that'll prevent those bad boys from ever coming back. Once you got the weed fabric in, we're going to come around, we're going to come in, we're going to dump different wheelbarrows full of base rock all throughout the entire yard. We got the entire yard filled with base rock all the way up to the parameter, and we're starting to see a shape coming into form. We'll compact that shape until it's nice and tight. Then our ground foundation is pretty much done. We'll have decomposed granite, 1 inch. You only want 1 inch to put on top of this base rock that we compacted and smooth it over. It should start to look like cement. The reason why we put decomposed granite is so that it feels smooth on the top and it doesn't feel all crunchy, because base rock feels crunchy when it's there by itself. It's got a lot of rocks in it which function as little water canals to keep the water from sitting and resonating in your product. Once that's done, you're going to have one piece that's going to stretch from there coming down to here. The second piece is going to be from around here coming all the way down, and it'll stretch almost to about here. It'll come down all the way to the bottom. It's a 33-foot long piece. Here we're going to bridge in a little baby gap right there, some turf right here. Over there to here, we're going to make it a one solid piece. That piece will almost go from there up to here and all the way down. We just got to get one little tiny piece for right there, and that's how we're going to do the job with the seams and everything like that. We cut the seam so that you don't see it, because that's a long seam. You don't want to see a big obnoxious straight line. We cut it like an S. Cut it like an S to hide the shape and to blend it really well, so it just ultimately looks like one big piece of turf. After that's done, we'll bring in a gas-powered broom in right there. We'll brush up all the hairs so they're all standing up straight, that it needs to accommodate a lot of sand. Where you're at here in Bay Point, it gets very hot and the sun is going to heat this stuff up. I'm going to leave you a couple different turf samples, the ones that I strongly recommend, and you can pick any one that you want. It doesn't change the price. Everything's okay. But there's a couple of them here that are relatively bigger cuts than the rest of them. This one, it's called Diamond Turf. That's Super Jade. This one's called Genesis 92. These ones are highly heat resistant, so these ones don't get hot at all. I'm going to leave them out in the sun so you'll know what I'm talking about when you come home. This one here, it's called the Lush. Lush is a texture turf. It's extremely soft. If you ever want to walk out into your yard, 100% you'll love walking on the Lush. This is called the Eco 94. It's got a lot of olive in it. It will probably look like really pretty in your yard. It'll bounce off all these colors in the bushes. It will look awesome. This one is the 96. The 96 is just a good looking turf. When you look at it from one way, it looks light, and from the other way it looks dark. With the plants in your yard and your house, it'd be like very bright and vibrant and colorful and stuff like that too. It'd really pop your yard. But if you really consider the way that this one looks versus the way that the Genesis looks, Genesis 92, the Genesis 92 looks relatively the same. You'll notice that with your true eye when you come here. And consider the Genesis 92 has a 25-year warranty, and this one has a 16. So that's just to tell you how they make the grass. This one on the Genesis 92, it's really thick. The backing's really thick. Not that this one sucks or anything on the 96. I don't mean to pick on the 96, but you'll notice a difference. The width of the beads are really wide over here, a little bit skinnier on this one than any other turf in the market. I strongly recommend the diamond turf for heat resistance and resilience with traffic throughout time. You can pick any turf that you want to, but as far as the job, that will entail everything. I'll leave these here for you. I'm gonna put them over here by your back fence, and if you get home when it's hot, you'll see which ones are more heat resistant, and hopefully that serves you well when it comes to determining which one you pick and how you're making your decisions. Thank you.